What you went to prison for?
I went there for fraud. I went fed. I ain't go state. But
Okay.
the thing about it, I had state time though. But what happened was, right, I got my state time, and then I got my federal time. If you know law terminology, they ran my state time coterminous to my federal time.
Concurrent.
I got the same, concurrent. I got the same time I got as in the state, at the same time I got in the feds, which was 25 months. For the state, I got caught with a couple fines and some dope and shit. So once I got my fed time, they gave me my state time.
Okay.
So the fed override this the state.
Yeah.
So the judge ran a concurrent and coterminous. So whenever my fed time ended, my state time ended.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
EOS straight from the feds.
So what's the difference between the feds and the state?
I really can't tell you the difference. I can just tell you all stories. But the feds, I know the feds that rat shit ain't taken lightly. So it's like,
cause they got cars and shit.
yeah, they got cars. So it's like with the feds, you got different levels. So you got the camp, you got the low, you got the FCI, and you got the USP, and you got the ADX. Now the camp and the lows, like say for example, Donald Trump go to prison or something. He gonna go to a camp, and you got the lows.
Like Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha Stewart was at a camp. You got some lows, like, that's where it's just low security, but in some lows, it get active in certain parts of the state, like West Coast or the North Coast, they get active, but
with that gang
where
shit.
I really seen shit die was FCI and USPs. I ain't never been in no ADX. ADX is where niggas like John Gotti and Larry Hoover, the big motherfuckers that they can't go to a regular compound because they got too much influence to even walk those type of compounds, you know what I'm saying? So they send them to an ADX, they do 23s and 1s, and they wreck yard from their cell. They walk in the back of their cell, do an hour, it's a little small gate, probably like about this big, and that's their rep time. They get 1 hour and go
like
back.
The shoe, right? They call it like
basically
the shoe,
like the shoe, you feel me? But smaller, like the shoe. Like I did 25 months in the feds. Out of 25 months, I did 17 in the shoe. They just wild and young nigga shit. So the shoe, they got a different gate. It's like shit wide. You can fit like 10, 15 niggas in one gate, but they have like 8 gates. So you'll come out on red, you got 8 niggas in here. About like 8 niggas in here, 8 niggas in here, 8 niggas in here, 8 niggas in here. And they'll just let you out. Whoever your celly is, y'all go in that gate. So it's like the ADX, how they shit set up is way different to how the regular maximum security print. They shit super max. The USP is just max. The FCI is medium, and the low is low security, and the camp is no security. Like camp is, they got a regular gate that you will have at your house. And you can hop the fence, and them niggas hanging out there. That's why niggas will be like, when the feds sweep, they talking about the camps. Cause that's when niggas hanging out at. You go get you some pussy, you get real liquor, in a medium, in the pens. I'm with my celly, we making buck. My celly with the buck, man, so we in that shit, I'm helping him make buck, he end up playing around with that shit and mixing all type of bullshit together, but I'm drinking that shit with him though, you feel me? So the camp's different, they get real life shit, and them real lockdowns, like security systems, them shits, we get it off the land type shit.
Free yourself.
But it's going in and out though.
You say you had life, right?
Yeah, you feel me? You had life.
Yeah, free yourself, man. But so what you was getting in trouble for, fighting and shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. When I went in there, I was probably like, whatever, like 20 or 21 or 19. So, you know how when you first get fucking with my nigga Dwayne them, seeing them boys, gutting them boys, they always tell me how the chain gang and shit goes, so I used to listen to them boys like, you feel me? Like, you just can't be sweet enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you feel me? And it always just been in me. So, I already went in there with that mindset, like, but I'm ready to die in this bitch. Fucking with me, you better be ready to die too. So, I already had that mindset. I went in there on some fried shit, but it wasn't until after, like, you know, I got into a lot of fights, kicking my sellers out the room. Like, I was on the low with my nigga, my main man, Puda. We was on the same yard, you feel me? And even he'll tell you, I had like 2 crackers in my room. Two, I ain't gonna say crackers, but 2 white boys.
Yeah.
You feel me? I had them in my room. We got into an escalation. I went to tripping. I threw them boys shit out, you know what I'm saying? And told them tighten down. But I'm not knowing at the time you can't do this at no low.
Yeah.
The lows is for niggas that's trying to go home and just sit back and do their time, because you got niggas in the feds, you can go down. So you can start from a USP. You can go from an FCI and go down to a loan, go down to a camp and just vibe. So I ain't thinking that I'm coming straight from Miami FDC. And I was in that shit wrecking shit too. My first day in there, I went to the box. You feel me? So I'm already mad. So I'm on bullshit. So I get there, you feel me? And I get into the escalation, but I'm not knowing they telling. And that's when I seen right then and there niggas is telling in prison. Cause
They trying to get you up out of there because you a troublemaker.
not even that. It was old school told me something. He said, well, he didn't tell me that. I heard him, you know, what that shit called, the holding cell before you go to your cell and shit. The old school told me, he like, I'm ear hustling. Like, but you know, one thing, you know, it's always that old head nigga, he's always say, boy, you know, it's one thing, boy, when in this feds, I don't know if y'all been here before, you know, the nigga always talking the holding cell. Like, one thing about the feds, there's 2 niggas in this shit. Niggas that told and niggas that wish they told. So in the feds, you got niggas that kept it solid, then that time start hitting. So I wanna go home. So now they finna start telling. And then you just got the niggas that tell out straight out the gate that's doing the Rule 35s or the 5K1s. The 5K1s is basically, soon as you get grabbed by the feds and you tell, and they question you tell, you jump on the 5K1, you sign that deal. The Rule 35s is for the niggas that's already incarcerated and they want to come home. So say, for example, your cellie, you're in a cell with your cellie. That's why they say never tell about your case in the feds. Because your cellie might be he want to get you on a Rule Rule 35. So you'll probably go on there. I seen it happen. You'll probably go on there. It was a nigga from Boston. I'm gonna tell you the exact story. It was a nigga from Boston and another nigga from, I think, Atlanta or North Carolina. But the nigga from Boston told on a nigga that was from Atlanta or North Carolina. And basically the nigga from Atlanta or North Carolina was in there telling the nigga about shit that was unsolved in the streets. But whole time he didn't know the nigga from Boston was on a whole nother agenda. Next thing you know, a month later come by the nigga from, I don't know, he from Carolina, Atlanta, he just, pack your bags up, you got a court date. Come to find out the nigga from Boston took the stand on him and basically said this is what happened and he told me this and that and da-da-da-da-da.
That's crazy.
That's a Rule 35. That's niggas that's already incarcerated trying to come home.
Yeah. That's nasty work.
That's different. Like that's when I understand like this shit is different. Like niggas telling on the streets and in prison. How could you win?